gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down.
What have we been up to? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Or a few. Well, we've been busy. We did preg checking on some cows and some sheep yesterday. Rocket is very pregnant. Possibly 2. Hoping only 1. Possibly 2. What do you think? You got 2? You got 1? Or you got 2? You got 2? You're a good girl. Gray duck right behind her. Boss cow, gray duck. She has 1. These guys are very pregnant, to the tune of 5.5 months. So March-ish babies. So that should be exciting. It's going to be exciting here. It's going to be a lot to be going on. The sheep got ultrasounded. Everybody is in lamb. I'm super stoked about that. Even Tiana is, and she had a rough summer. She actually is in lamb with triplets. So possibly a bottle baby in my future. So maybe a bottle calf, maybe a bottle sheep. We're going to be slaying some milk out of bottles in some form and fashion, I have no doubt. Let me show you what we've been up to. So the best way I can figure to let you guys know what's going on in this vlog is to do a voice overlay. The cow we have in the chute right now, her name is June. She's a 2015 cow, and she's actually helping a vet student who is honing his skills on pregnancy checking. Our vet likes to bring out vet students to help them acquire more knowledge and skills, and also we have calmer animals and a pretty big multi-species range of animals that they can look through and look at. Got to scale down the size of my head chute real quick and then we'll get back at it. But Judy was 5.5 months pregnant, and how he could tell was by looking at the calf itself, its general size, and also what's called cotyledons. The best way I can describe cotyledons to you is think of 2 pieces of Velcro. One is on the inside of the uterine wall, and the other one is actually on placenta, and they bind together, and then they hold that placental sac firmly and very solidly in place. Not only do cotyledons help hold the placental sac still inside the uterus, they also help you gauge what the gestational age of the calf is. When the calf is very small, the cotyledons also are very small, and as the calf's gestational age grows, so do the size of the cotyledons, because the weight of the calf has to be supported. So they grow to support the size of the calf. This next cow you see in the chute is Gray Duck. She is our herd boss and another 2015 born cow. You might think that a 2015 born cow has got a little bit too much age on her to be in our herd. Not in our herd, however. We actually like the moms that know what's what and who's who. They have less issues with calving as far as size of the calf goes. Also, they know exactly how to be a phenomenal mom to their young ones. Now behind Gray Duck, this vet student is checking out the gestational age of the calf. Also, he's looking at the cotyledons. And we choose to do what's called ultrasound. So they basically have a probe that they take and they put in the cow, and it is not in the vaginal area, it's in the rectal area. So they do a rectal probe through her back end like that, and they actually can look down with the ultrasound scanner, look down straight down on the uterus and see that calf moving and kicking and swimming, if there is one in there, to kind of give them a better view on how everything is going as far as the gestation. Also, it gives them a little bit more accuracy as to how many calves there might be in there. We like to only have 1. Sometimes we get more than 1. Gray Duck here was 5.5 months pregnant. Cows have a gestation of 9 months. So we should be expecting a calf somewhere in that mid-ish March range. Rock on, Gray Duck. As Gray Duck heads out of the chute to go stand with everybody else and eat on some hay, we have Rocket Dog coming in. Rocket Dog is actually named Rocket Dog because when she was a baby, she kicked like a mule. Straight back, right into your kneecaps. She doesn't do that so much anymore. She's a pretty solid girl now. Rocket might have given up on the kicking of the kneecaps thing, but boy, she can produce a set of twins. If you notice her belly spilling out in between the bars of the chute, she is very suspiciously looking like she is carrying twins. The vet student says that she is very heavily pregnant and her cotyledons are very good sized. He told us that he did not see a set of twins, but very could possibly have one on top of the other that he is not seeing in the view that the ultrasound gives him. So be on the safe side, he says, and expect the unexpected, or in this case, the possibly expected. We will keep a pretty solid eye on Rocket just to be on the safe side. Sometimes when cows are carrying twins, they actually do not meet their gestation to its full term. So they will not go the 9 months. They will be shy probably about a week to 2 weeks. Not only can the early gestation cause some issues with the calf because they're not quite ready to be born yet, but also in the birthing process, brothers and sisters, or sisters and sisters, or brothers and brothers, or whoever they might be in there, can get all tangled up and jarbled up, and somebody's head could want to go forward and somebody else's hind foot could want to go forward, and it kind of can become a big old knot, a baby. That being said, twins can come out just fine, all by themselves. No qualms, no fuss, no muss. Judging, however, from what the ultrasound said, we're probably not going to have to wait that long for this big girl to tell us what she's got hanging out inside of her. She is, like I said, very heavily bred, and will probably be our first cow to calve of the season. Looking forward to it, Big Mama. If you're thinking that I'm an internet surfing space cadet during all this shoot work, you are slightly mistaken. I am actually entering my information for my cows and will be entering my information for my sheep in a product called, up in your left-hand corner, Herdwatch. This app itself is incredibly new to me. I've been working with it a little bit more with my sheep than I have my cattle, mostly because the Herdwatch part of it, the cattle part of it, is a little bit new to our neck of the woods. The company that runs this program is across the pond, so in that Ireland, England, Scotland kind of area. If you're an avid YouTube watcher, you might have seen a gentleman named Cammy on the sheep game use this, and also Sandy Brock with Sheepishly Me has also started using this program. I am super excited to be using this program because it really actually connects myself with all facets of my ag type situation. I have sheep, I have cattle, I have crops and lands, mostly just hay. We don't really have any crops in. I can also enter my information for my donkeys, farrier work, worming, that kind of thing in parts of these apps where it says other animals. And I'm going to test it out for putting my pigs in that same situation. So really it gives me a unique opportunity to use something that's always on me, which is my phone, to do all of my record keeping. And this allows me kind of a quick look and a quick show and a quick get her done fast. And I don't have to worry about the pen freezing in the wintertime in the state of Minnesota, or some poop that got splattered on the piece of paper and now I can't read anything about anybody. It's just a well-rounded app, and I encourage you guys to check it out. Here, my vets are actually going to talk to me about it right now because we are done with preg checking. Everybody went through really well. And they're very interested to see and know about it as well. What you doing, Prophet? Just chillaxing there, old man. Prophet is our new bull. He is a registered Red Angus bull, and Prophet has some funky ticks, but he's a damn good boy, and we will see next year what his calf crop looks like. What you doing, big man? What you doing, big man? You're a big boy. How's the sun feel? It feels pretty good. So yesterday we did ultrasounds on the cows, and we did bangs, or what's also called brucellosis vaccines, and tagging on our heifer calves. We mostly do that to the heifer calves that are going to stay, but since we had an extra bottle open, we figured we'd do it on everybody. They do have a little ringworm going on, which I'm not really sure exactly where they acquired that from, but such is life. There's not a whole lot you can do for it. It just kind of got to run its course, and they're on the back tail end of it anyway, so they're gonna be clearing up here very, very shortly. That bigger heifer in there, that right there, that's Tater. You guys probably saw her a couple times over the summer out in the pasture with the other cows. She was yesterday confirmed as a free martin. We knew that she was a twin. We knew that she was a calf born with a bull calf. And that's how you get free martins. If they're born with an opposite sexed twin, so like a bull calf with a heifer calf, a boy and a girl, the female is usually always sterile, which is also the case with her. This one right here. So she'd be going to freezer camp. She'll stick around though for, like, till next year or so, next summer. You know, kind of get to hang out with the calves and show everybody the ropes. She's a dang good babysitter regardless. So I hate to see her go, kind of a favorite of mine, but such is life and how this world goes. Production animals, you don't always get to have all the pets. This is also something that we've been working on the past couple months that I haven't been posting. It's not a huge hoop shed, but it is as good as I can get. I'd love to have Sandy Brock set up, but that just isn't in the budget for me. Seeing as how I have just a small little herd, this will do just fine. This is a 20 by 30 by 15, 12, 15, something like that. Hoop shed, one of the ones that you can kind of DIY, comes out of the box. It's a golden mountain version. The hoops actually are they're really thick tubes. I think that it'll hold up pretty good to our Minnesota weather. I just opened up the whole back so they can get the sunshine in and whatever else. Come lambing season, there's going to be little pots right here, little jugs set up so that they can lamb down the sides here. And then they can have the center open for possibly going outside a little bit, depending upon the weather. If it stays like this, they'll be definitely going outside. But they are due to lamb in February and March. Tiana here, Miss Tiana, she is going to have triplets, from what I hear. Possibly triplets. There's a big one on one side, a big one on the other, and seeing as how they were so separated, the vet thought that there was probably another one in the center. This girl right here, she has a small, so she probably has twins. Roman, he's not pregnant because he's a boy, but he did some of the work to produce the babies, so thank you, Roman. Who is Tiana's lamb, and then these guys I got from Liz Ott's this fall. They are ewe lambs. They are also bred. They're bred to a baby doll Southdown, however, though, for more like lambing ease, for how big they are, what their age is for lambing. And then you got big old Luna back there. She is also bred. I believe that she has a big single, which I'm not so stoked about. She had a big single last year. Kind of hoping for everybody to have twins, just kind of get everybody, out of the single game. Scarlett had a big single last year. It was 17.6 pounds. Really hoping not to have that issue again. So we'll see how it goes. And then Miss Betty over here, she's actually going to lamb with the group this year. Last year she lambed in May, and everybody else lambed in February, but Betty gets to lamb with everybody else. So should be some smooth sailing with lambing, hopefully. Like I said, I got this nice new hoop shed, so they're not trying to share space with the cows. We got a couple big bales of hay or big bales of straw for bedding when the time comes. But all in all, I think it turned out a pretty nice little hoop shed for my sheep endeavor. I don't plan on growing too much bigger than what I am right now with these guys. So just kind of let it ride and see how we like it, how we enjoy it, how it fits into our system. Greg didn't get left out in the whole getting hoop shed thing. He got one of his own too for storing tractors and the hay bine and all the things. And my faithful tractor here, Bepsy, she got to come into the hoop shed too. I'm actually super excited about that. Usually sits outside all winter. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to. Like I said, this is a very similar hoop shed to the one that we put up for the sheep. We just put it on a couple pedestals here to get it just a little bit off the ground for clearance for the big tractors and their cabs. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to. So silly me, forgot to do an extra for this video. So I hope you like what you see. Stick around for lambing season, calving season. Please hit the like and subscribe. And as always, we'll check you later.
You gotta work, never tell. Keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate. Go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that.